Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That's understandable, but I'm not sorry we saw that, because now we have to help you get rid of this curse, and we gotta take care of the person who put the curse on her. So we got 2 waypoints. Oh wow, I can go back in. Let's talk to the father, then we'll talk
That boy
to
will fray my last nerve.
his sister.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Why are you giving up so easily? I'm sure you tried a lot of things, but you just don't stop.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Nah, screw that.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
That's why you're willing to give up. They're not your kids.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
No need to apologize. It's not even your fault.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm sorry. If you were my sister, I wouldn't give up either, so...
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
It was good meeting you, Anne. I hope things turn out good for you.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Okay. Nice skirt.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
I'm ready to have some fun.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Any ideas what it might be? Something we can take?
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Sounds like it was a ritual that was done. Something shady going down?
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he... It's an honor to be
See
a
if we
part
can
of it.
complete these feats.
Wizard's a dead wizard this time.
I know y'all wanted the dead wizards, but good luck with that. See, I'm used to fighting y'all now. When I first met that, oh. When I first saw this attack, I was like, this is crazy. But now, well, since y'all the one that attacked, I'll attack. Pick up your weapon, throw it back at you. Ooh. Oh, slammed him and then tossed him. Yeah, we'll see. Nice. Good job, Sebastian. Hell of an assist. We gotta get out of there. Go, come here, bro. Try to chill out. Thank you. I saw that way too late. Saw that one time though. Actually, this was. Oh. Go ahead and regroup a little bit. And by regroup, I mean give me that weapon. And take this crate in return. Nice. These and Sebastian make a pretty good team. So bring him close to squeeze him up.
Chill spells glance off of me. Prepare to surrender now.
Oh, well, let me pay his little hell of an attack. I mean, sorry, goblin attack. It won't let me pay his goblin attack.
Was that your best?
No, actually,
That was meant for me.
that's meant for you.
Return me to the ground.
No, go ahead and stay there for a second. What's up? I love that
I
little
confess,
combo.
that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Bro, that was just a warm-up. We getting our chemistry to match. Once we do, what challenge could they present?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
I want to see something real quick. Oh, so Rose is what I want. Ooh. Yes, sir. That's the one. And then we got something down here.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Not seeing much. Oh, here we go. Oh, where are you going? I see some things over here, too.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Were they scoping her out? Was she chosen by them?
Revelio.
Few things to investigate out here.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Interesting. I'll take the lead. Oh, no.
Lumos.
Lumos. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A lot of ingredients.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Yeah, there definitely has to be more. The Sebastian is still here.
Revelio.
Nice fucking. Oh, holy crap.
Descendo.
Wrong one.
Lumos.
There we go. Go ahead and back away, tentacles.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
I'm on the edge of my seat. This is going to be interesting. Let's get out of here before those tentacles get me.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
It's missing.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
A puzzle of some sorts. I see the ancient symbol.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
Really?
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
He's helping me out, I'm helping him out. That's what homies do. Alright, let's go talk to this guy and get this quest.
He'll see it was a mistake. Not your ways with me.
Ackley, what's your problem, dude?
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
Yeah, you did you dirty.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
GPL? Let's ask a few questions before we agree to this.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing two snidgets with one stone.
If I help you, then I want a discount if you start a business, especially in herbology.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
Oh boy, we doing some naughty things.
This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula. Revelio.
Looks like it's just him, but let's get him like over here somewhere. Alright, that's all
Better
cute to
not
go.
let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula?
There's a lock over here. Hopefully it's level 1. That's fantastic. That's what we love to see. Get this taken care of real quick.
Revenue.
Ah, there it is. The beast of a plant. And I see a bunch of herbs. There's some spiders. Let's have fun.
Good freak.
Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Incendio. Repulsor.
Oh, I didn't even see him go on the ground. Go ahead and bounce him. Slice him out. Yeah, nice try.
Potato. Incendio.
And since we got so many Asians, let's just get rid of one of those.
Accio. Glacius.
We'll freeze him up.
Potato. Incendio. Confringo.
Yeah, they don't like that fire, huh?
Levioso.
Might throw him up.
Repulsor.
Finally, something we can throw. Let him back up, dude. Some more cosmetics.
Confringo.
Okay, those are just scenery. Let's go ahead and get this plant and get out of here.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Revelio.
Completed that errand for me yet?
Well, as a matter of fact.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
And I will take some gold off your hands.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Sweet. Complete another challenge. Got 500 coin and some new gloves.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Let's... Let's just say we talked to him.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat.
I do appreciate
and
that.
I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
It seems like an easy quest, but let's still ask a few questions.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion, an ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Alright, let's go ahead and knock out this mission.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have plenty of those.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern.
There it is.
The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
I knew there'd be a catch. I knew she wouldn't just hand it over and that was the end of the mission.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Cool, let's go get this box.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Got a lot of enemies around here. What's up, fellas? And animals.
This must be Mrs. Sprottle.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Blazing. Potato. Stupefy.
Poor animal just getting wrecked over here. Let me help you out.
Dare slay one of my own.
I do dare.
Incendio. Glacier.
I didn't tell you to not chill out, dude. What am I gonna do with you?
Levioso.
Is this your best trick?
I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Oh, we got a whole camp down there.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss. Someone's going to regret spending that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, we got one of those, huh? See ya. Get you up. That doesn't do anything, but this will. I wonder where he's going. Wow, I rolled and paid at the same time. That should be an achievement. Go ahead and take that wand away too. Actually, we'll just take everything away.
You won't escape again, coward.
Ow. You call me a coward? You know what's gonna hurt? That. That did 3,000 damage.
Gave the Hall clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more Hall clumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the Hall clumps and the box of letters. That's all the Hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Oh, I didn't have enough? Jeez, how many does she need?
Revelio.
It's an interesting level design.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Nah, there's no avoiding. We're here to have some fun. What's up, Mr. Troll? Don't throw things at me, dude. Oh, he's like a high level. We're barely doing damage. A lot of my attacks aren't having the same effect. No biggie. We're just gonna have to see who can last the longest. It says I am faster and smarter than dude. I have a feeling I put my money on me. Look at that. You know what? He's just giving away the ancient magic stuff, so I'm just gonna look at that. Just giving it away for free. Oh, can I take that weapon? He's cursed. I can't wait till I get like a cursed ancient magic finisher. I honestly don't think he's touched me yet. Didn't get him. We got him there. See if we can take this weapon. Nope. Apparently he cannot regenerate the weapon, so. And hit you with one more for the road. Maybe he should have ran. It'd have been better for him. I'm gonna try to end this in style with the ancient magic. Alright, go ahead and face me. Let's see if I get anything special. Hell yeah!
Felt that in London.
Oh, that was brutal. I blew him up from the inside out. Those trolls are too slow, man. I was having fun. He didn't touch me. Oh, wow. That's a lot to read. Okay. Just in case you want to read it.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, all these letters fell out. So we're pretty much reading them even if we don't want to. Is that all of them? I don't think that's all of them.
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
And here you go, Sorona. Here's that box you were looking for.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
One tiny question.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
Mirabelle, huh? Interesting.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Probably go back through and read those letters to see what it all says.